Welcome to the roaring world of chainsaws, where steel bites through timber and raw power rules the forest. From precision cuts to massive takedowns, this is the ultimate show of chainsaw domination. Subscribe now and feel the fury. Welcome to Tree Power Channel. Seated firmly on a steel carriage, a worker grips the control levers, eyes locked onto every inch of the massive log in front of him. With careful precision, he adjusts the saw blade's position, nudging the log back and forth to line it up perfectly with the cut. Then the razor-sharp blade meets with no hesitation, no resistance. It bites into the dense timber with a screech, slicing through the giant log as if it were nothing but soft butter. Sawdust erupts into the air, scattering wildly in the breeze and sunlight, creating a golden storm of motion and energy. Front view. From directly in front of the log, the saw blade charges forward like a spear of steel, slicing the timber into flawless layers. A guiding red laser line glows across the surface, like the eye of a master craftsman. Top-down view. From above, the entire machine works like a living system, the log perfectly aligned, the saw moving smoothly back and forth, boards unfolding neatly like turning pages of a book. Close-up of the blade. Up close, the teeth of the saw sparkle under the lights, and each touch against wood sends a burst of fine dust into the air, shimmering like golden mist dancing in motion. Operator's perspective. Behind the controls, the operator watches intently. Every shift of the handle adjusts the rhythm of the cut, slow, fast, firm, like a conductor orchestrating a mechanical symphony. Freshly sawn boards lie in perfect alignment, their surfaces clean, still warm with the scent of raw wood. Each piece appears crafted with precision, uniform, smooth, and sharp-edged. Within seconds, the conveyor system begins to move, gently guiding each board away from the saw and toward the next stage. The transformation isn't over, it's just moving forward, and these boards are now one step closer to becoming something greater. massive 20-foot cedar log slowly glides forward on the wooden support bed, steadily approaching the sharp saw blade. The quiet of the workshop pauses briefly before the saw blades piercing roar cuts through the air, making contact with the wood's surface with firm, resolute force. The spinning blade slices through layer after layer of timber cleanly and precisely. The cold silver edge of the blade reflects light sharply, like a magical knife dividing the massive log into perfectly even sections. A single saw blade splits the log into two halves, producing straight, precise boards that meet exacting technical requirements. The colossal log, in mere moments, seems to shrink under the relentless force of the sharp saw blade and sturdy pushing mechanisms. Gradually, the log is almost completely cut through, revealing perfectly straight planks within. The steady hum of the saw blade blends with the rhythmic motion of the pushers, like a tireless machine working continuously, persistently conquering each tough layer of wood with unwavering endurance and absolute precision. The chainsaw had done its job. Clean, decisive cuts tore through the thick trunk. Yet, the tree remained standing, stubborn, unyielding, as if defying gravity and time. Then she stepped forward. With a wooden wedge in one hand and a solid hammer in the other, she didn't hesitate. Each strike echoed, thud, thud, like fate knocking on the door. And then, a deep crack. The tree surrendered, crashing to the ground in a The worker, wearing protective gear and a helmet, stood next to the uprooted tree trunk. He started the steel MS-460 chainsaw, the roar of the engine reverberating in the quiet space. The sharp saw blade cut deep into the huge trunk, sawdust flying and mixing with the forest soil. An Oregon chainsaw, renowned for its durability and razor-sharp performance, is now in the hands of a skilled lumberjack approaching the massive tree with practiced precision. With steady hands and focused eyes, he moves in confidently. The chainsaw roars to life, its sharp blade biting deep into the wood without hesitation. Clean, calculated cuts follow in perfect rhythm. Within moments, the tree surrenders with a heavy crash. Once again, modern tools and human expertise combine to make tree felling quick, clean, and undeniably effective.
Go.
He stands in the basket, holding a chainsaw in his hand, cutting the treetop that is reaching for the sky, the roar of the machine echoing in the quiet space. The treetop falls freely. A massive branch from the towering tree is being cut. The chainsaw shrieks through the silence, a roar like a wild beast striking. Its blade bites deep into the thick wood, sending splinters flying. Within seconds, the heavy branch is severed clean. In the heart of the dense forest, the chainsaw roars to life. With precision and power, it slices through the thick trunk of a towering tree. Sawdust flies, the blade spins relentlessly, and nature echoes with the sound of machinery. This moment captures the raw force of man and machine working deep in the wilderness. a tall red oak spar stands its final moment. Equipped with a lightning protection system, this giant once braved the storms. But now, it's time for a safe and precise takedown. With expert cuts and calculated notches, the tree begins to lean. And with one final push, it falls gracefully to the forest floor. A powerful, controlled fall, respecting both nature and safety. A worker cuts a large tree in the middle of the forest with a chainsaw. When the tree falls, its trunk pulls down a series of neighboring trees like a domino effect, creating a powerful and surprising scene.
एउटा रुपैयाँ